What's up, my friends? Earlier this month in New Jersey, a law was passed that could turn law-abiding citizens like me and you into criminals, even in a legitimate self-defense situation. So let's check it out. But before we do, I am not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. Always look up the laws yourself. Do not trust anybody on YouTube, even me. I mean, you can trust me with some stuff, but I am not a lawyer and this is not legal advice. So let's get into it. The law that was just passed in New Jersey is A4976, the reckless discharge law. And this law is just another way for them to criminalize self-defense and mistakes. So this bill was pushed at the end of a session, and this is when there's less attention, less public scrutiny, and more emotional rushed voting. And that's how this got through. But this wasn't an accident. This is just how controversial gun bills get jammed through really quickly so they can just get it passed. So 4976 creates a new crime. It creates recklessly discharging a firearm using live ammunition as a crime. And recklessly discharging is just one of those broad terms that can just be interpreted however they want to make a law-abiding citizen a criminal. So the first offense for this crime is disorderly persons, up to 6 months in jail. Second offense is the fourth degree crime, up to 18 months in prison. And the third offense is a third degree crime with 3 to 5 years in prison. This creates a new ladder into felony territory for people who were never criminals to begin with. Also, it adds this in there, the 100-yard felony upgrade trap. This reckless discharge happens within 100 yards of any occupied structure, school, college or university, school bus, childcare facility. Even if it's not occupied, this charge is automatically upgraded 1 full degree. So if it's within 100 yards of that, they're automatically jacking up the degree to make it even worse for you. So it says any occupied structure. So apartments, townhomes, strip malls, parking lots, schools. In New Jersey, almost everywhere is within 100 yards of one of these things. So the first way they trap you is through legitimate self-defense. It could still be charged now. Even if you feared for your life, they could say the shot placement, the number of rounds, the misses, there was bystanders, you were moving, you survived the fight, and then a prosecutor decides whether that survival had reckless discharges involved in it. They get to pull the whole Monday morning quarterback thing and look at your self-defense situation and then decide if some of those shots were reckless, even if maybe the shots that landed on the threat and neutralized the threat that was trying to use deadly force against you, maybe those they would consider justified. But what about those other rounds? And they say that those were reckless discharges, and now a self-defense situation that would have been justified is now making you a criminal. The next way this reckless discharge can trap you is through negligent or accidental discharges. If you're just administratively handling your firearm and somehow it goes off and somehow the police get called, you could be charged with reckless discharge of a firearm. So in some situations where you're cleaning your firearm, loading or unloading it, administratively handing it, clearing malfunctions, holstering or unholstering, dry fire mistake. Also, if you had that negligent discharge within 100 yards of an occupied structure, which is everywhere pretty much, then you would get that 100-yard rule tacked on to your reckless discharge. Another way they trap you here is through stacking the charges. So reckless discharge conviction does not block other charges. So charges do not merge. Sentences can run consecutively. So what this means is reckless discharge and weapons offenses and endangering, they can all be stacked, and they can stack these charges to give you more prison time, even if no one was hurt. Now, obviously, if you are negligently discharging your weapon, you are not training enough, and you should be careful enough that that is not going to happen. You should be paying attention, clearing that gun over and over if it should be cleared. And if you are doing any type of administrative handling, you have to know that status of your weapon at all times. So all my other patriots out there, all my responsibly armed citizens, I should not be seeing any negligent or accidental discharges from you. But we all know that these laws are not about the criminals. These laws are about the law-abiding citizen and trapping them into becoming a criminal, because criminals already illegally discharge their firearms. Criminals, that's all they do is illegally discharge their firearms. That's what criminals do because they're criminals. These laws like this just add more tools for the prosecutor to put pressure on the lawful carriers. This law doesn't stop criminals. It expands the net on people who are trying to just follow the law. So I'm going to read the language straight from the law itself. It says the bill establishes that it is a crime to discharge a firearm unlawfully or for an unlawful purpose. So It doesn't say reckless, it says unlawful. And these broad terms like unlawful and reckless, they just give the prosecutor a way to twist and redefine the words as they want to charge that law-abiding citizen. Here at Patriot Defense Company, I take pride in trying to train people to be responsibly armed citizens. So if you are out there watching this right now, I urge you to get out there and know the laws yourself, get as much training as you can, and train whenever you can to make yourself better, make yourself more comfortable, make yourself more of a responsibly armed citizen so that you don't have any negligent discharges. And better yet, if you were in a self-defense situation and you did have to, God forbid, fire your weapon to stop a threat that was using deadly force against you or your family, that you wouldn't even miss to make them be able to say you recklessly discharged your firearm and maybe some rounds went past that threat. Instead, let's get all those rounds on that threat to stop them. And then you won't have to worry about getting charged with recklessly discharging your weapon, although they might still try and pin that on you. So guys, make sure you're staying up to date with the laws in New Jersey and whatever state you're in. Never stop training, keep getting better, keep becoming more of a responsibly armed citizen. Thank you for watching another one of my videos, guys. Keep learning, keep training. I hope you all survived the snowpocalypse of 2026. My back still hurts from all the shoveling I've been doing. My basement is freezing right now, but I'm doing these videos because I love you guys, so it doesn't matter to me. All right, guys, keep learning, keep training. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks a lot.